Did you know that one simple food sitting in your kitchen right now could be more powerful for your prostate than expensive prescriptions? I'm talking about something so common that most men overlook it, yet it could be the key to avoiding those midnight bathroom trips. The numbers are staggering: a 35% reduction in risk, and most doctors won't even mention this to you. Stay with me because what I am about to share could change everything you thought you knew about prostate health. If you're a man over 50, you might be waking up 3, 4, even 5 times at night to use the bathroom. Perhaps you're standing there feeling like you can never fully empty your bladder, or you're experiencing that uncomfortable urgency. This seems to strike at the worst moments, right before a meeting, during a long drive, or with family. You're not alone. Nearly half of all men in their 50s are dealing with prostate enlargement at this very moment. And that number jumps to over 80% by age 80. Let me paint a picture of what that means. By the time you reach your 80s, 4 out of 5 men you know will be struggling with this. Here's what's really happening inside your body right now, and most people don't realize how insidious this process is. Your prostate, a walnut-sized gland that sits just below your bladder, is naturally growing larger as you age. Think of it like a tree trunk slowly expanding around a water pipe. This growth squeezes your urethra too, like a garden hose being pinched tighter and tighter, making it increasingly difficult for urine to flow freely. The medical term is benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. 4, and here's the twist that makes this so frustrating. While it's not cancer, it can seriously derail your quality of life, your sleep, your relationships, and your sense of masculine confidence. 5 now. Here's where the medical establishment typically fails you. Most doctors will immediately reach for their prescription pad. The moment you mention prostate problems, they'll suggest alpha blockers to relax the muscles around your prostate. 6 or 5 alpha reductase inhibitors to shrink the gland itself. And yes, these medications can work. But here's what they do and always tell you upfront. These drugs often come with side effects that many men find completely unacceptable. We're talking about persistent dizziness that affects your balance and chronic fatigue that saps your energy. 7. Decreased libido that impacts your relationships, and even erectile dysfunction, the very thing that threatens your masculine identity. You're trading one problem for another set of problems. But what if I told you there's a natural alternative that's been hiding in plain sight? What if the solution is in a pharmacy with a $100 price tag and a list of warnings ... But in your produce section for less than $5, the food I'm talking about is tomatoes. Yes, those bright red fruits that you probably have in your refrigerator right now could be your prostate's best friend. But here's the crucial part: most people miss not just any tomatoes, and definitely not eaten just anyway. There's a specific compound in tomatoes called lycopene that's responsible for this remarkable protective effect. 8. And there's a particular way you need to prepare them to maximize its benefits. Get this wrong and you're leaving 90% of the power on the table. Lycopene is what gives tomatoes their vibrant red color, and it's one of the most powerful antioxidants found in nature. 9. But here's where the science gets really interesting. Multiple studies have shown that men who consume higher amounts of lycopene have significantly lower rates of prostate problems. One landmark study from Harvard followed over 40,000 men for 12 years. That's 12 years of data we're talking about, and found that those eating tomato-based foods at least twice a week ... had a 35% lower risk of developing aggressive prostate issues. 35%, that's not a marginal improvement, that's a game changer. Now here's the twist that even health-conscious men get wrong. Raw tomatoes contain lycopene ... but your body can only absorb a tiny fraction of it in this form. We're talking about maybe 10 to 15% absorption. You could be eating salads loaded with fresh tomatoes every day and barely scratching the surface of lycopene's potential. The magic happens when you cook tomatoes, especially when you add a little bit of healthy fat like olive oil. The cooking process breaks down rigid cell walls and transforms the lycopene into a form that is dramatically more bioavailable. 11. We're talking about absorption rates that are 3 to 4 times higher than raw tomatoes. This is why Mediterranean populations who cook with tomato sauce regularly have some of the lowest rates of prostate problems in the world. If you're finding this information valuable and want more evidence-based health strategies that can transform your life after 50. Hit that subscribe button now. I break down the latest research into practical actions you can take today. And I promise no hype, just science-backed solutions that work. The best sources are concentrated tomato products, and this is where strategy matters. Tomato paste contains the highest levels of lycopene. It's essentially lycopene in concentrated form followed by tomato sauce and then cooked whole tomatoes. A single tablespoon of tomato paste can provide more lycopene than an entire whole fresh tomato. Pizza sauce, marinara, and even ketchup can be good sources, though you want to watch the added sugars in processed versions. But here's what's really powerful: lycopene isn't working alone like some isolated supplement. Tomatoes also contain a symphony of other beneficial compounds that support prostate health. They're rich in vitamin C, which supports your immune system. They contain folate, which is crucial for cellular health and DNA repair. They're loaded with potassium and contain beta-carotene and other carotenoids that work synergistically with lycopene. 12. This reduces inflammation throughout your entire body, including in your prostate tissue. This is whole food nutrition at its finest, multiple compounds working together in ways that isolated supplements simply can't replicate. Research suggests that lycopene works by reducing oxidative stress in prostate cells, and this mechanism is crucial to understand. 13. As we age, free radicals and stable molecules that damage everything they touch attack our cellular structures. 14. This leads to chronic inflammation and abnormal cell growth. Think of free radicals like sparks flying around a room full of dry kindling. Lycopene acts like a cellular bodyguard, neutralizing these harmful free radicals before they can cause damage and start fires. 15. It may also help regulate hormone levels that influence prostate growth, particularly dihydrotestosterone, or DHT, the hormone most closely linked to prostate enlargement. By the time you experience symptoms, your DHT levels may have been elevated for years. Silently driving prostate growth. Lycopene helps put the brakes on this process. 16. Now, you might be wondering exactly how much you need to eat to see real, measurable benefits. Studies suggest that consuming 15 to 20 milligrams of lycopene daily can make a significant difference in your prostate health. That translates to about 2 to 3 servings of cooked tomato products per week. That's it. We're not talking about some extreme dietary overhaul. A half cup of tomato sauce contains about 20 milligrams of lycopene. Giving you your entire day's protective dose in one meal. A tablespoon of tomato paste provides about 4 milligrams. This is achievable for any man, regardless of your current diet. The beautiful thing about this approach is that you're not just targeting your prostate in isolation. Lycopene has been linked to improved heart health, and heart disease is still the #1 killer of men over 50. 17. It supports bone strength when bone density declines and even provides skin protection from sun damage. 18. You're getting multiple benefits from one simple dietary change. This is the kind of compound effect that transforms lives. Here's your action plan to incorporate this into your daily routine starting today. Start your morning with scrambled eggs cooked in a tomato-based salsa. It takes 2 extra minutes. Have a bowl of hearty tomato soup for lunch alongside a sandwich. Enjoy pasta with marinara sauce for dinner. And don't feel guilty about it, you're doing something powerful for your health. Even that weekend pizza can contribute to your lycopene intake, especially if you ask for extra sauce. 19. The Italian grandmother who has been cooking with tomatoes her whole life was onto something that science is only now proving. Remember, consistency is absolutely key here. This isn't about eating tomatoes once and expecting miracles by next week. Like any natural approach to health, the benefits build over time with regular, sustained consumption. Think of it like compound interest for your body. Many men report noticing improvements in their urinary symptoms. If your nighttime trips stronger stream, better bladder emptying within 4 to 6 weeks of increasing their lycopene intake. By 3 months, the changes can be dramatic. Your prostate health doesn't have to decline with age. That narrative that you just have to accept these problems as inevitable, it's simply not true. Sometimes the most powerful solutions are also the simplest ones, hiding in plain sight while we're distracted by expensive supplements and pharmaceutical interventions before reaching for another prescription bottle with its long list of side effects and monthly refill costs. Consider reaching for that can of tomato paste instead. Your prostate will thank you. Your wallet will thank you. Your future self, the man who sleeps through the night, who travels without anxiety, who feels confident and vital, that man will thank you.